Hey guys, and welcome to my first ever redstone tutorial. Today we will be building a kelp farm. And not just any kelp farm. It's a bone meal powered kelp farm. You can have it AFK run, right? It will grow when you're just standing AFK. But there's also the option of just adding the bone meal and having it grow faster and collect faster, and even going into a smoker and then into a chest where you can craft it into your kelp blocks. So for that we need a chest, some smokers, lots of hoppers, a lever, redstone dust, comparator, repeater, observer, piston, dispenser. Then of course we will have our glass or any block that you want to use. If you want to hide the contraption entirely, that's up to you. I prefer to see my redstone stuff, you know, so I use the glass for that. Of course, a building block where you can run a current into. Glass cannot run a current, so you need stone. You need either stone or any building block for that. Some water buckets and some kelp. Now, the water buckets are, of course, for making yourself that little, you know, water block, water source. Now, we don't need that because we're in creative. But let's start with getting our building blocks and some of the redstone that we need. Let's put that water away. Let's grab that. Let's grab our dispenser as well. Put this down here and then we can get rid of it for now. Now, we will start with building or placing 4 blocks down, grabbing our dispensers, putting the dispensers on here, dig down a little bit in the back, put some redstone torches underneath. These will power the dispensers. Then we dig another row away from there. We make ourselves a little gap here, have some repeaters going into the block, and then we can run a current like that. A little bit more room here. Grab a hopper, hopper there, hopper into that. Take that hopper, run the hopper into each other. Now, what we need to do here is we need a comparator going into a repeater. That means we need a little bit more space for that to run into there. Now, if we put anything in here, you will see this will start running and the dispensers will start pushing out whatever's in there, you know? Now, there is a simple way to block this. Just power the block that's on top of it, and as you can see, the clock will stop running. Now, what I always like to do in situations like this, I just put some glass over top, and then you can see what's going on underneath. Now, of course, you can also just completely hide this, and we can also run a line into the front where there's a lever somewhere here that turns it on and off, which we can do later on, you know. Now, what do we need to do? We grab ourselves some more stone. Then we put a line of glass next to it, and we start building upwards, you know. Because of course we need some water in here, we need our kelp in here, and then we can have that grow. Now, of course, let's see, can we do this like this? Yeah, we can. We want our pistons on top. Then we go behind. We have our stone blocks. We want to run the stone blocks in the back with some redstone on top, with some observers on top of the, oh, not the sticky pistons, but the pistons, you know, running forwards so that it can detect what's going on right over here. Now we can build further up with the glass all the way up till here. Then we want to run the glass over here and the sides, and we want to run one over like this. Now we need our little hoppers to go downwards, actually. Let's just have it go like this. Those are just temporary. We can grab our little smokers. Put the smokers underneath. Have a little line of hoppers going like this. Let's see. And of course we need our chests to stand somewhere over here. Now of course you can also just put them like this. Have some chests here, and then you have a double chest, you know? That's also an option. Okay, now we need water. Let's grab our little bucket here. Let's grab the kelp as well. Now, of course, we can just use it from here. Fill that up. That's now a source block, of course, even if you just run it like this in one way. And we want water to go here. But first, we need to enclose this. Why do we need to enclose this? Otherwise, the water will just flow over, you know. Now, water against the back. And as you can see, this will all run into these hoppers. Now, of course, you want to completely close this off. And then in the back, once more, some hoppers. Get them outwards by 2. This way we can put some chests on top like this. Now you can just use big chests, because then it will give them evenly, you know. But yeah, this is pretty much it. Our little kelp farm. Pretty easy, small, yet efficient when you use bone meal. Now of course you can make this even bigger if you want. I went with 4 because 4 gives pretty much enough, you know. Now, if we get rid of all of this and we get some bone blocks and a crafting bench, because we're in creative, you know. Then we can use this to craft ourselves some bone meal. Let's make it some daytime. And then we can go like that, I think. Yeah, let's see. Alright, like this. Now, as you can see, it just runs. Doesn't get blocked by anything. If this gets a signal, yes, then it will block for a little bit. But right now, it doesn't do that. What we can do in the meantime while that runs, I can show you this. If you want to dig down a little bit. Now, of course, you don't want to run next to this, but we can go one further. We can actually hide the redstone. You can use any type of block. Run that. Actually, I wonder if we give this repeater a signal, does that block it? Yeah, so we can just use the repeater over there and have this go like here. Let's see, can we? Yeah, we can. We can put a lever right over here. Now, you can fill this back up if you want. And then it's pretty much hidden to the eye. And of course, you can hide this as well. And now all that's left is to turn this on, you know. Now, you need some coal, of course, to get this started. So let's grab some coal blocks for that. Let's do it like this. Let's grab it like 4. 16 in that, 16 in this. And then turn this lever. And that should start working. Alright. It was acting weird. Some way I managed to get a lever in there. But yeah. As you guys can see, it is running. Sometimes items will go downwards, but it's not really the biggest issue. It's a little bit lost in the system, but come on. Come on. Doesn't really matter, does it? If you got a bone meal farm like I do, that doesn't really matter. It's all about the end product eventually. And as you can see, this is starting to fill up. And these will also fill up really quick, actually. Now be careful if you put a full chest in here and you let it run. These smokers will not keep up. Okay? Keep that in mind, please, because this, of course, will eventually get full. You can build it down, but one. Like, have the hoppers be double hoppers and, of course, have the smokers on this level here. But that's all up to you. Over there, I did put the smokers down here, but yeah, it's a choice. But guys, that's our little kelp farm. Hope you learned something from it, and I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Bye bye for now.